dude.
Dude, I'm peacing out. Best of luck to you guys, bro. To the moon.
Yes, sir.
The moon.
To the moon!
To the moon! All right. Oh, my goodness. Here it is! We are in! Everyone, wish your team good luck right here, right now. Best of 5 series between the Spacebound Cowboys and the 7 Savages. Week 1 of the Royalty Series here. It is off! Let's see if the NA team can follow in the footsteps of the EU team as a demo comes out. Perfectly placed shot by Bando, and goal number 1 goes to Bando. What did Jay do here? He just carried the ball into the 50. And Trickter didn't have enough boost here to save the ball away. All right, wait, let me tab into the game here so I can skip the kill cams. Alrighty, 15 seconds in. Wait, why did Riff say come on EU? No, come on NA. Yes, here we go. All right, so not sure what happened here off the kickoff, but Jay was able to get back to this ball. It's a rule 2 on the sidewall. Robert Vegas is up, but it's a double commit from the blue team. Spacebound Cowboys is going to have to figure that out. I was watching them a little bit before this match, and it seems like that's something they do a lot, but they're quick to the ball, so those double commits don't even matter. They just outpace the enemy team. I mean, as you can tell here, even 40 seconds in, the majority of the possession has been on the orange side as Bando cuts this one off. Might even have a shot on target. No, but does steal the boost away. Jay tries to play this one down into the corner. Robert from the sidewall. Shot. Bump off Trickter in front of the net. It's awkward, and they try to keep it there. And D still might be able to clear this one away, but no. It goes as far as Robert. And another awkward clear from Trickter. And he having a little bit of trouble recovering here. It seems like, you know, the 7 Savages are going to have to figure something out about this unrelenting pressure from the Spacebound Cowboys, as even with 0 boost, Bando finds no problem clearing this one away. In the corner is Robert with 100 boost to work with, utilizes it some to take it to the corner. Can he pass this ball mid for his team? Bando and Jay, they're both lurking like lions at feeding time. They both strike on this ball, but it does get cleared away to their corner. DX Geo with 100 boost passes this one mid, leaves it for Trickter. Into the corner it goes, but it's cut off by Jay. We need to see some opportunities here from both teams. We saw that first goal, and then both teams kind of took a pause on attacking. More of just that boomer ball filling each other out. That is a whiff by Trickter there, but he does recover by getting the bump on Bando and Robert. Bando's up for this. It's an open net. Crossbar down and not in. It's actually out, but Trickter, again, we're seeing the orange team just absolutely starved of boost here. DX Geo has 100 to work with, but can't find a solid clear. It's a pass mid for Jay. An open net. 2 goals to 0. The 7 Savages are getting pummeled by the Spacebound Cowboys pressure right now. They have to find an answer. They have to get the ball out of their half, and they have to be able to hold on to some boost while they do all of that. Robert has opportunity off a kickoff. The double tap out to Trickter leaves the boost for Geo. That's very smart of him here to see if we can find a flick on target. We can. Even the demo isn't enough to score on the Spacebound Cowboys. The defense is just too good for their shots. They're creating opportunities, but they haven't been good enough. Trickter plays this one into the blue half, but once again, I mean, we're seeing the whole orange team, all of 7 Savages, just rotate back with 0 boost as Spacebound Cowboys create an opportunity for themselves. They always have these first, second, third ball touches with boost. Even Robert playing backwards here. Shot on target by Geo. It's a fake. And out of all things that they have went for in this game, DC Stall gets rewarded the goal for Geo's fake right here. They weren't able to put this one away. You know, I always think how fast these games are, right? Sometimes the best answer to some of these shots is to just slow the game down, and it's going to confuse a lot of people, and it's going to leave them dumbfounded. But that is the first goal for the 7 Savages. Let's see who this next goal gets awarded to, because there hasn't been a lot of goals this series, but there has been a significant amount of shots. That of double from the Spacebound Cowboys. So they have to clear this one away here. There's a lot of pressure. Now we see the 7 Savages getting used to having this ball in the blue half, as we're seeing the boost totals from Spacebound Cowboys. As they were clearing it, it wasn't too much, but this bang here might set up opportunity for Trickter, who gets the bump. Geo with the shot off the corner. DC with the follow-up. Third man all the way up is rewarded with the goal. Now, sometimes it's a little scary playing this far up as third man, but he noticed that Bando was just a little bit too far from this ball, had no boost to work with, and they were able to put this one away. A 4-goal game in game number 1. This one has been an absolute shootout, and I think there's only going to be more shots the longer this series goes as these teams kind of get used to each other and kind of take advantage of each other's weaknesses. Here's a pass mid. Gio puts this one away. It's a 5-goal game here, and they scored this one within no time. So it looked like in the beginning of this series, the beginning of this game, the 7 Savages were having a little bit of a difficulty, a little hard time getting it out of their half. Now the script has flipped. It's the exact opposite for the Space Mountain Cowboys. They're just trying to get the ball out of their half. They're trying to create opportunities. Robert does cut this one off. Third man was up again so far. Utilizes all of their boost just to clear the ball. This one will go mid. Cut off by Gio. Low boost. Uses all of it to his advantage. Tries to get the low 50 here, but DC Stahl cuts it off. Once again, they're just opting for the fake because that's all they can really do. But it's been working, and how are we going to shut this down? Are we going to be faster than the 7 Savages? Are we going to start demoing? Are we going to start clearing the ball like they are doing to us, even though they don't have a lot of boost? Bando tries to utilize Jay. Jay to Robert, and the shot was wide. The pass was even more off target. This is a good shot here by Jay, aiming for that top corner. We have 10 seconds here for the Space Mountain Cowboys to find that tying goal, or else they will go down in game number 1. It really seemed like game number 1 was Space Mountain Cowboys until what seemed like the last minute, where the 7 Savages just came back out of nowhere. Ranked good together. How do we do in a private match where, at the end of the day, it comes down to what team is better in that week 1. But this is a 5-week series, so there's nothing to really bow your head down to. I mean, they have a lot of opportunities where the 7 Savages have no boost to work with, and they're making it work. We've seen a lot of times where they actually opt for the fake. Now, I don't know if that's something they're doing on purpose or on accident, but it seems like, nonetheless, that is their playstyle, as they do have man advantage here, and Robert has the boost advantage on the last defender, but still can't find the shot. They ripped a play out of their playbook, utilizing the fake with 0 boost. They can't find the save here. It's a good recovery from Jay. Robert's going to leave this one for Jay. Bando's going to be the next one up to this ball. He goes up in the air, tries to find the double tap. Trickster playing defense from behind. You love to see it. Pre-flip into the mid. It's a double commit from the 7 Savages. And once again, Jay has full boost. Trickster and Gio, so effective with 0 boost. How do they do it? It's another double commit from the Space Mountain Cowboys. This one is launched mid. Robert gets the bump on DC Stahl. And they just, man, they're smothering them with pressure, but they can't come up with opportunities, and it's hurting them. They double commit and commit so far into these plays, it could just turn into a counterattack. This might be a valiant effort here by Robert. Trickster does have to find the save. Shot on target by Bando, and he misses! You're not going to get a lot of opportunities like that. Bando is hurting, but you have to realize that you got to rotate back. You are just as valuable as a player, regardless if you miss that shot or not. Another double commit, but it doesn't matter. Bando gets his get back right here. Quit trying. I don't care. Again with the first goal in game number 2. 3 minutes and 24 seconds on the clock. Utilizes all of his boost to find that goal number 1. Bando off the kickoff. He's going to stay close to this one. Gets the 50 on Gio, but it seems like the other team, it seems like the 7 Savages practice with 0 boost. They are so effective when they're lower on boost. And they make themselves as big as they can, a brick wall to save these balls that might deem threatenable. I don't think that's a word, but you know what I mean. This one's cleared out. Jay gets the demo on Gio, and it might just open up a lane for them, but no, it's cut off by Trickster. He gets awarded the shot, but it wasn't really close. Another double commit. Jay throws this up for Bando. Bando might get the peach shot here. Aims for the 50. Can't find it on Trickster. It's a valiant effort, but once again utilizes all of his boost for that play. Did he overcommit himself, or can Jay buy his team some time here in the corner? Bando's next up. Shot on target. Going to be saved away by Gio. Gio might find Trickster downfield, but actually gets demoed for his efforts. Jay and Gio on the sidewall. Jay passed 2, but he has 0 boost. Shot on target. Trickster cuts this one off. Sends it to the midfield. To himself. Can't find the touch there. Bando over one. They have to keep doing this, and Gio missed the boost here. And my goodness, they're just finding these misses. They can't hold on for long, but I mean, they are somehow. This has been the story for the whole game here, and somehow Trickster getting the touch from the ceiling, and although they're awkward, they're just making it work. The 7 Savages just holding on to defense, but no shots yet that, you know, have really crossed that threshold of being too scary for them. Well, it might be slightly awkward. It does look like they have it figured out. A double demo. This has to be a goal. There's just no way. They cleared both lanes. I usually say a demo will clear a lane, but there was no lanes. They were gone. And it doesn't. They hold on. The 7 Savages continue to save these balls. And its counterattack here will be denied by DC Stall. We have 1 minute and 20 seconds left. And here we go. Man advantage again for Spacebound Cowboys. Demo at the midfield. Robert has a full field to play with. Trickster behind him looking for the demo. Can't find it. This one's going mid, but again sent to the wayside. Trickster lines up for the shot. Gets deflected away. This one goes as far as Gio, who has a lot of boost to work with. Let's see what they can do. A little pre-flip air dribble into the shot. Goes off of Jay. And tied up. 1-1. He didn't really have that good of a shot here, but DC Stall said, you know what, teammate, don't worry. I got you. Let me figure this one out, and finishes the goal here. 1-1 with a minute left. Now, same as game number 1. I mean, they had the lead for such a long time, but at the end of these games, the pressure that they have is just never enough. And let's see if they can hold on the last minute here. Spacebound Cowboys and 7 Savages is for sure a good matchup here, but you know, both of these games have been slightly awkward for both teams as DC Stall gets it past 3 defenders of Spacebound Cowboys. This one's sent mid, 30 seconds remaining, and I couldn't quite see what happened there, but Bando does have a lot of boost to work with. The demo, Jay sends this one mid, fakes out the double. Robert on target, but just a little bit wide. This one's left for DC Stall. Bando to Jay. Jay takes the shot. They always have that last man far enough back to just, you know, these balls are never really an issue. The boomer balls, it seems like the 7 Savages are playing a better boomer ball game than the Spacebound Cowboys at this point. Bando could line up for the double here. He tries to. Robert with the shot as well. Can't find it. That was 2 opportunities again, but now we have the counterattack by Gio. 76 boost. Flying to this one, tries to get some type of flip reset and can't. This one will touch the ground and go to overtime. Game number 2, 1-1 is the scoreline, and we are counting up in time because we are in overtime here. Gio might go for the fake underneath one. It's saved away. Jay plays around DC Stall here. DC Stall does have 0 to work with. The pitch on target, saved away by Gio. 0 boost. He picks up the 100. What can he do with this ball? It's another instance of boomer ball where Orange doesn't waste any time. I would say in the last 2 minutes or so, they have not wasted any time clearing these balls. But we see the physical play again by Jay as he tried to find the demo on the corner wall here. We have to see we see some more physical play here by the Spacebound Cowboys. Trickster slowing this one down. DC getting the double into the corner. Sends it mid. It's a double commit, but doesn't really seem to be a problem for Bando unless Trickster can get this one past him into the mid for a pass. No, 50 seconds into overtime, and this is looking like it could go either way. I have no idea who's going to end up with this game. Still 1-1. It's a good challenge. Shot on target by DC Stall is cut off by Robert Vegas TV. Jay beats out the defender Trickster here. Jay still 0 boost. Going to go downfield for their boost as well. Bando gets the boost stolen away from him. It's a shot on target. Another pass out to the mid, and Robert tries to get the pinch off of Gio, but he plays it a little bit past him. Now Bando slows it down again. We love seeing when the change of pace. Shot on target. This one sent mid for Jay. 1 minute and 24 into OT, and game number 2 is going to go to the Spacebound Cowboys. Bando tosses this one up for Jay, and Jay takes it home, slams it down, an absolute missile into the net. 60 miles an hour. SBC takes game number 2. My goodness. Game number 1 was a little bit weird. Game number 2 went to overtime, and now game number 3. Do we finally see the final form of all these players here? Robert opts to go for the ball instead of the big boost. I like that here because he just leaves it for Bando. Gio using all of his boosts, and Robert and Trichter in the air. Trichter does get the 50. That goes to DC Stall, but we're seeing the team again. 7 Savages always ending up with these touches, and they just don't have enough boost to turn anything of it. Air dribbles, flip resets, fakes. They can't do it in the air. They're just getting stomped in the air by the blue team, Spacebound Cowboys. Gio, once again, we're seeing, does he have the flip reset here? It does look like he utilized it. 2 players were in the Spacebound Cowboys net. Oh my goodness, Bando gets cut off by Trichter and then gets demoed for his efforts. Gio has boost to work with. Trichter pops this one up for DC Stall. We're seeing fast break after fast break where Spacebound Cowboys don't turn it into a goal. And those might just have to be the pivotal moments that you need to win this series, as the 7 Savages can hold on forever on defense. Pre-flip by DC Stalls missed here. Leaves it for Trichter. Trichter into the corner. This might deem dangerous. Shot on target. Robert did take the angle away for the shot. Is there one here? No. Bando just plays this out to nowhere land. Robert versus Trichter. He's the last man back. He's up a little bit too far, and Spacebound Cowboys again first on the leaderboard and first in the lead here. Game number 3. Around the same time as well, 3 minutes and 38, I believe, in the first game. That was when around that time is when they scored as well. Now, what happened in game number 1 and game number 2 alike, these games turned into absolute shooting matches. So we'll have to see if these teams can lighten up a little bit and just start sending shots on target. The name of the game in threes is just creating opportunities. Some of it's boost management, but I would say more of it is creating those opportunities. You're putting shots on target. You're applying that pressure. You will find goals. Now, a key thing that I said there, you have to put shots on target. Just like this one here. Jay just throwing the ball on target. Who cares? Let's play a little. Is this an extra mode? Who made this boomer ball? I have no idea, but Jay just figured that out there as he launched this one. The 50-50 going on net. 2-0. 3 minutes left to go in this game in regulation. So there you have it. This is a best of 5. So both of these teams have a lot of opportunity to come back in the series if it were to go one way or another. Gio cuts this one off. Bando noticing that Gio was way up. He pre-jumped this ball from before the week even started. Gio plays this one to DC. We're seeing how they're low boost again, but they're able to make it work. We're going to have to see if the 7 Savages can find themselves a goal here soon. They need one soon. They need it now because we're crossing halftime now. And if we look at the amount of shots that they've had, well, in fact, I stand corrected. They have more shots than the Spacebound Cowboys. Now, just because it's deemed a shot doesn't mean it was really that much of an opportunity as much as this one was here for Bando. And it seems like the Spacebound Cowboys are running away with game number 3. The strategy from the 7 Savages is just not working anymore. Throwing the ball mid on your own half is dangerous. And Bando says, here, let me show you why. As the 3rd goal goes back to its home. This one's on target. Ooh, Gio almost got the fake on Jay, but I feel like Jay kind of had an idea of what was happening here. Bando's up for this ball. As soon as it popped out of that 50, this one's sent mid. Jay kind of sends us to the wayside, making it a little bit awkward for Gio. Gio can't find his wits about him on the sidewall. Does send it mid, though. Finds the bump as well. DC Stall with the shot on target. Gets past the whole defense. What happened here? Gio had some awkward... Oh, the bump in the corner. Robert was never able to get his challenge off. And that's how this ball was passed out into the mid and really put away by the 7 Savages. DC Stall going for the kickoff opportunity, but Jay had already grabbed boost and sent to the midfield here. Gio clears this one from the corner. And a late challenge from Jay. Gets beat, and into the corner it goes. Trichter for the double tap. Can't find it. And this team bump on the other side, but Robert just has no boost to work with. They have so much space. But these counterattack opportunities need to convert into goals, and that's something they're not finding. This has been an issue since game number 1 the Spacebound Cowboys need to work on. 3rd man's all the way up. Jay's feeling confident in his abilities to play that up close and personal 3rd man. He can't find it. Shot on target, redirected by DC Stall. A 5-goal game again. Somehow, it seems like the 7 Savages just kind of, I don't want to say throw. They figure their team out, in the first couple minutes of the game. They let you make those mistakes, and then they're going to counterattack you on every opportunity that you make. Let's see if DC Stall can flick into this one. Another double commit by the Spacebound Cowboys. I would love to tune into the comms from each of these teams and kind of see how each team is reacting to these plays on the field. This one's sent on target again. Maybe they just need to do that a little bit more. Maybe the Spacebound Cowboys need to go back to what works and just send the ball on target of this 7 Savages squad. A lot of times, the 7 Savages are pushed up way too far, and they don't have enough boost to really cut these plays off. But this one's cleared out to the mid. Gio's going to get a nice pinch with 0 boost in the corner. Bando plays it around 1, but Trichter might have a shot on target. DC Stall demoing Jay. Bando picks up the 100 boost, plays to himself, might go for the flip reset, takes it over 1, but Trichter just grabs the ball himself. Bando squishing out of the net, can't find the shot here. Is Jay up for this ball? No, it's Trichter first. Trichter out to Jay. Jay sends it to the corner. They're still up 1 goal, and they only have 10 seconds on the clock. Can the 7 Savages find it, and can they find it here? No, cut off by Jay. Jay is rewarded the epic save. Into the air it goes. The pre-flip. Trichter plays it downfield. This one into the corner of the 7 Savages half. It's a double commit. No, 0 seconds. Spacebound Cowboys, you just can't be doing that against a squad like this. And this one will touch the ground. Game number 3 goes to the Spacebound Cowboys. Bando, J Minor, and Robert Vegas TV showing you how it is done. Royalty Series 3v3 match, game number 4 of 5. Spacebound Cowboys, they just need 1. That's all they need, and they will be going home with the trophy. No, I'm just kidding. There is no trophy yet. This is just week 1 of the Royalty Series, but I can tell you the SBC Discord and community will be excited, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves here as Gio does clear this one away. I do want to mention there's been a lot of hard work I've heard from the Spacebound Cowboys squad. They've been doing a lot of coaching, a lot of practicing. They've been going ham, so I just know the amount of work that they put in has definitely been noticed by their community. Anyways, Bando gets the demo on Trichter. Jay does end up with the possession here. He does also rush it, but this one does go mid for Robert. Gets shut down by Gio. Sent mid. Bando's up. Does he find the first touch? He does. Does he find the second one? Well, he sure did find it. Was it on target? Not really. The pancake setup denied. Bando stealing the boost as he goes out here, but he needs to get a good challenge on Gio. In the corner it goes. DC Stall stays with this as well. Jay is just playing such a far up third man, but it's okay as Robert rotates behind him. Gio opts to play for the... My goodness, what a touch from Gio there. Waits for the ball to pop up. Steals the boost away from the attacker here. Another double commit, and like I said before, the Spacebound Cowboys kind of integrated this in their play style. And agree with it or not, you know, on their half, sometimes it works as well. Was that a pinch? I'm not sure. It's still a 68-mile-an-hour Stanley Steamer into the net, tying this one up. Now, I do want to say, that was the first time the 7 Savages have scored that early on and took the lead that early on, whereas before in all the games before, they kind of felt their team out before they started scoring. It almost seemed like they wanted them to make those mistakes. Bando delaying this shot a little bit. Can he find it? He can! This one went east and west before it finally went north. I mean, the ball needed a compass here, and so did DC Stall as this one goes post and out. And Bando's able to catch up back to the ball and put this one away. 3 goals total in this game. 2 going to the Spacebound Cowboys. 1 going to the 7 Savages. Robert with the close cheat. Can they find the shot on target here? They can, but it's cut off by DC Stall. Jay and DC Stall pop it up for Gio. And Gio, we're seeing him in kind of flair for these balls and kind of panic for them, if you would. Shot on target. 2 players up again from the 7 Savages, but... You know, as soon as I say that, it's the same story for the Spacebound Cowboys. Can Bando clear this one out? It's 2 7 Savage players into the net of the Spacebound Cowboys. Shot on target here, a little bit wide. Trichter has 100 boost to work with, but gets cut off. Goes as far as Bando, who also finds the demo. Into the corner it goes. That's another demo. These lanes are getting cleared left and right. The Spacebound Cowboys team is filled with a bunch of bullies. a bunch of brick walls. This one's going to waterfall down for Jay. He sneaks it under the defense, and it's 3-1. Oh, man, they're just playing this game so fast. They're taking the control, and Jay with this place shot just below. He knew the defender was on the crossbar. He had no interest in sending this one high as he just rolls it down below the defense. This is a nice setup from Trickster. Can he find the double? Almost. That was a very nice opportunity for the Seven Savages. They're just going to have to revert back to what they did in game number 2 and 3. That boomer ball was working. That strategy was working for them. Just waste no time. Go for these physical plays. But, I mean, every time they clear the ball, Spacebound Cowboys has a man up in their half just waiting for the counterattack. Flip reset here. Gio can't find it. Pass to the sidewall. Shot on target. That was a great shot, but an even better save followed up by another top bins corner shot. I mean, how are you going to save this? That one should have been in, and this shot again follows it up and puts it into the corner. 2 minutes left to go. Now, we saw a 1-goal game last game. Are we going to see the same story here, or is that script going to write itself? Can the Seven Savages come back on the Spacebound Cowboys? They have a lot of time to figure this one out, and with challenges like this, they might be able to do it, and you can't have these whiffs in the corner, and they're going to get punished for it. 3-3. The Seven Savages do, at this moment, flip the script as it was from last game. And there's 2 minutes left. Now, if you're on either side of the pitch, if you're blue or you're orange, you're Spacebound Cowboys. Wait a second. Double kickoff. Jay clears this one out, but who's going to have enough boost to follow that up? Well, it's going to be Trickster, who plays it to DC, and that's a pass, and it's shot on target. What a play here. Trickster goes to DC stall. He's just downfield. What is he doing down there? He's just checking out the field, and somehow the ball just landed next to him. I mean, I totally take all of that back. That's a great play, and an even better clear out for the shot on target. 3-4, 7-goal game. The easily by far the highest scoring game we've had. Now the Spacebound Cowboys have the deficit here. Great play by Bando. He tries to clear this one up. There's no one in net right now. Shot on target. Bando did leave this one for Robert. What I was saying before, though, is, regardless of what side of the pitch you're on, how are the nerves at this point, knowing that the community on both teams is behind you, representing the SBC and or Seven Savages squad? Flick on target, sent a little wide. Trickster knew that, never really bit on the shot. Sent mid for Robert. Robert 2 touches down. Gio clears this one out. Now who's going to touch this first? It does go to Bando with the low 50 out to Jay. Jay versus DC stall. Now he's in the corner. What can he do with this one? Tries to get it past Robert, but this demo in the midfield created a lane so that follow-up wasn't able to be shot on target. Another double commit. Now it's once again 2v1. One person in the net. It's a miss. Robert with the shot on target. He sends it to the back wall because no one was there. Demo on target. We need to turn some of these counterattacks into goals. The Spacebound Cowboys, you have to figure this out. Maybe a flick, 0 boost off the back wall. Doubled. Shot on target again. Back to back to back shots. There's just no way you can stop this pressure. Bando with 0 boost, making the most of it. Robert with at least 1 to 2 small pads. 23 seconds left, and they tie it up 4-4. What a game do we have here? Oh, that was a very close cheat. Shot on target, crossbar down and up and down like a yo-yo. Gets saved out finally. Bando tries to stay with this one. It does. It's a double commit in the mid for Seven Savages. Can they find the dagger here? No, they can't. It's actually cleared away by Trickster. Trickster again with another miss in the midfield. We might have an overtime in this game as well. It's a 1v1. Bando tries to carry it on his car and get past the last defender. Game is going to overtime. My God, the cheat, the bump. If that bump wasn't there, that would have been game over. Next goal takes this game home, but that'll be 2 for each team in the series. And Spacebound Cowboys, if they take this one, if they win this OT, that will be series set and match for them. Finding a pinch here. It gets shut down by Jay. Jay also takes the boost. Robert sneaking by behind the whole team. He's gone rogue. He's behind enemy lines for a demo. Can't find any of it. Bando with the clear the 50 into the corner. DC Stall sends this one downfield for Trichter. Trichter tries to set his teammate up. Can Jay stay with this ball? He can. It's a double tap to the mid. Robert back to Bando, but Bando's playing a passive third man. That's what he's known for. He's really like the solid foundation for this Spacebound Cowboys team. This one shot on target. Jay clears this one away. There's no immediate shot. Bando does get a second to prepare for that top bin shot there. And this one will get cleared away by Jay. DC Stall with a little bit awkward of a touch, but once again, they're able to stay with these awkward balls. I don't think the Spacebound Cowboys are necessarily ready for them. And I will say, I've seen a lot more demo attempts by the 7 Savages, and maybe that's something the Spacebound Cowboys can implement on their team as well. Demo attempt here, but there's still someone back. Bando does clear this one away. Gio has been a common third man for the 7 Savages, always finding himself with these challenges that send his team upfield. Robert, first man, he can do anything he wants with the ball. He sends it on target, waits for this one, gets a pinch mid, finds the double off the defense. He can't get the goal there. We're 1 minute and 40 seconds into overtime. Woo, who is going to be the first player to make a mistake? Now, do I hate to say that? Absolutely. Do I know that's how it comes down to? And Robert might find it here. Pass toward the mid. Jay goes up for his shot. We've seen this before. But my God, do these intense 3v3 overtime games usually come down to a mistake? There's been a lot of pressure in this OT. There's been a lot of pressure in this game in general. I couldn't imagine being a part of this right here, right now, with Robert taking the shot in OT, reads it from the waterfall, gets a double and third touch on the ground, and kind of bowling balls this one away. Spacebound Cowboys are your Week 1 series winner. Robert Vegas taking the MVP in the last game here. Bando and Jay Miner. What a series! GG's to the Spacebound Cowboys. GG's to the 7 Savages. Everyone give it up for your NA team. Yeah!